A year ago, I was singing praises about the Gundam games for being the best set of modern games an anime has. I wanted to put them on the map because I think more people should be playing it, but Bandai is working overtime to make sure that doesn't happen. In my last Gundam Evolution video, I said I think Bandai either lacks confidence in Gundam games in the West, or they're just fucking up. So what we're gonna do today is give Bandai the formula for the cheapest slam dunk I can think of. Port and update Extreme vs. Force. To my understanding, Force wasn't received well because, at launch, Bandai literally forgot the verses. So just don't do that this time around. What we need is a Gundam game that's both competitive and casual friendly, and at the same time, it needs to be crafted in a way that won't eat into arcade versus sales, because Bandai's arcade games are handled by another entity and we don't want to fuck their money up. So what we're gonna do is take Gundam Versus, grab every mobile suit from Console Maxi Boost On that isn't already in the game, and throw it in Versus. Take Maxi Boost On's online, lobbies, LAN matches, all of it, and throw it in Versus. Randomize the bosses in Versus single player modes so players will think it's new. Take the story content from Force, no changes, and throw it in Versus. Take whatever G-Witch suits are in Overboost at the time and throw it in Versus. Make Cecilia a Navigator and throw her in Versus.
Oh, you horny!
If you think adding G-Witch's story can be tossed in on the cheap, do it. All you gotta do from there is don't call it Gundam Versus 2 because anime niggas aren't smart and name association will fuck you over. Put it on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC and actually fucking promote it in the West, and I guarantee it'll sell 1 million copies in a year. Let me help y'all understand something. If you look at the Japanese first week sales of every anime game on PS4, the only ones that outsold Maxi Boost On were multi-platform. On just PS4, Maxi Boost On is at the top. Then there's Lost Paradise, then Gundam Versus, then a gap of 20,000 copies, and then Super Robot Wars V. On PS4 alone, Storm 4's lifetime sales in Japan were 150,000 copies. Gundam Versus passed that in a month, and Maxi Boost On passed that in 3 weeks. If Bandai treated Gundam Versus with the same care worldwide that it did in Japan, it would easily be selling millions. But whoever's in charge needs to pull their head out their ass before that can happen. Making an anime game can be tough. Game publishers have to work with the manga publisher, the anime studio, and whoever the contracted developer is to put the game together. Two things that can make it easier are working with an original anime, since you have one less company that needs to see everything, and owning any part of the production pipeline, since you may have more control over the product and may be able to save on some licensing fees. Look at Jump crossovers, for example. The reason both J-Stars and Jump Force got delisted within 3 years is because Bandai would have to keep paying people year after year to keep the game up. And not just Shueisha either. That's why the Jump Stars Ultimax leaks look so bogus to me. I don't think y'all understand how expensive that game would be, but we'll talk about that later. What makes Gundam's situation so frustrating is that Bandai owns all the major players. Who animates Gundam? Sunrise, bought them in '93. Who holds the rights? Sotsu, bought them in 2020. Who actually makes the flagship Gundam games? BB Studio and VSTG Project. Both of them are internal developers. Compared to other anime, there is very little in the way for Gundam games. Bandai's just like this.
Why are you the way that you are?
And that's why they need to bank on Versus before anything else. Look at what Xenoverse did for Dragon Ball games. The first one was their then most successful anime game, which then incentivized Bandai to start spending actual money on Dragon Ball games again. Then Xenoverse 2 came out and became the first anime game in years to make its predecessor obsolete. Then Bandai dropped Fighters and the FGC crowd went crazy. Then they finally made Heroes accessible in the West, and they followed that up with the best game adaptation of Dragon Ball Z we have ever got. Bandai made so much money off Xenoverse, Fighters, and Kakarot that they could afford to actually get creative with breakers and sort everything out they need to before they drop Xenoverse 3. And while they're doing that, they were able to go and dig Tenkaichi back up, because Dragon Ball is making that much money. Gundam is making a similar amount of money as Dragon Ball is, so they can do that as well, but on a much lower budget, because not only would they need to pay less people because they already own everything, all of the parts are already in place, they just need to push it properly. Then when it sells a few million, yes, I said when, spread the wealth among future Gundam games. Gundam Versus has been dominating arcades for years. It's time for them to crush it on consoles too, but first, Bandai needs to
get your shit together! Get it all together and put it in a backpack. All your shit, so it's together. And if you gotta take it somewhere, you know? Take it to the shit store and sell it. Or put it in a shit museum. I don't care what you do. You just gotta get it together.
Get your shit together.
Niggas be lying, saying they try hit the block like a jockey to work a finesse. Pull up and smoke on your set. Good gal, get that double your set. Fuck bitches, I die for respect. Big guns, I shoot the tech. Wrong move, then I shoot at his neck. Bullets, they hitting his flesh.